This is Barbara with Cana Girl Speaks podcast. My voice, your voice. Good evening, everybody. This is Barbara with the Cana Girl Speaks podcast, and I'm excited to be actually recording in a new spot. So that means I'm possibly moving out. I guess that's a good thing. But anyway, I just want to say, I always say thank you for supporting the Cana Girl Speaks podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching us on YouTube. And just thank you. But this evening, I'm excited to bring on this a guest that I just met like a week ago. And I was like, I have got to get her on my podcast. And I got a chance to sit down with her, and she interviewed me. And so then I was like, well, I'm gonna interview her. Oh. But she's from Germany, and she's visiting here in Corsicana. She's one of our residencies at 100 West. Mm-hmm. And her name is Miss Sonya, but I'm gonna let her say her full name because I'm gonna butcher it if I say it.
You might not.
So I know.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, no. So without further ado, let us welcome Miss Sonya from Germany. Hello, Sonya.
Hi, Barbara.
So why don't you tell those that are watching and those that are listening your full name and who Miss Sonya is and all that, and then we'll get into the conversation.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, first of all, Barbara.
Well,
I'm very glad, and I have to say, usually I am the one interviewing and not the interviewee, so it's, I hope you guide.
So this is a little different for her. Yeah. Usually she's behind the scenes. This is a little different from her. So.
Yeah, so my name is Sonya Schonberger.
Okay.
I'm based in Berlin, Germany, since quite a while, many years, and I am a visual artist. And that's also why I'm here.
Yeah, so she's here. So explain to them, you're here at 100 West. You're one of the residencies. So what does that mean? So just the benefit for those that may not know what 100 West is, the program, just give them a kind of little...
Yeah, and also maybe some people don't know what artist in residence means.
Yes.
As an artist, you sometimes have the opportunity. It's kind of like a fellowship. Mm-hmm. You go to another country, to another city, to another situation, stay there for a while. It depends on... from place to place, it varies for how long, and then you work there usually. So it's really like the opportunity to be in another place, to work in a bigger studio, or just be away from the situation that you're usually in, to develop new ideas and thoughts. And here in Corsicana, there is a residency called 100 West, run by Kyle.
Roch. Kyle's awesome. If you haven't ever met Kyle, if you meet Kyle, you'll never forget Kyle. He's true. Awesome. He's awesome. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I think so too.
I had to give Kyle his plug, so anyway. Hey, Kyle.
And I think I read online about this residency maybe 1.5-2 years ago, and I applied because I had the feeling, I mean, I've been to the US, but never to Texas. Mm-hmm. And I had the feeling there's something that kind of wanted me to go.
Kind of drew you.
Yeah, kind of. In a way that I sometimes cannot explain.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. Or I had to follow it, and I applied. And I was super lucky to get chosen because I think now they have really a lot of applicants because they get more and more.
It's getting more and more popular, yeah.
And I got chosen, and it's really exciting. I spent 1 month here in Corsicana. I'm nearly going towards the end. I'm leaving on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm here, and I worked on a particular project here.
So I got a chance to be interviewed by her. And so just sitting down, talking to her and listening to her questions that she asked me. So I'm excited. I'll be excited whenever she finishes it to see what the end results is, because she's interviewed several people in our community. So, are you so you being here in a small town like Corsicana? What's your experience has been? What have you been doing in Texas and in Corsicana since you've been here?
I mean, I applied with this project of meeting people here and interviewing, and this is also my general practice. I'm an artist, but I might also call myself documentarist, archivist, maybe something like that. I'm very intrigued by, let's say, social situations or political things that are happening, and that kind of infiltrate the individual. So if something happens and you cannot get away from it, you have to go through it, and your whole biography might change because of that. This is what I'm doing since over a decade. I'm interviewing a lot of people, and I create various archives, and a lot has been connected to German history because I am German, and I feel my work is very much based on where do we come from, who are we, what country are we living in, and what does that mean also for the future. That's what really interests me in my work in general. And here I was like, okay, I come as an outsider, definitely, but I would like to understand how the Texan society works, functions, or is, and taking Corsicana as like a little mini, let's say, world, or that I think could represent some parts of life in Texas. That's
so
what I hope.
I got a chance to take her to the play Home Free, this past weekend. And so what did you think about the play?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing to dig out these stories. We talked about this before, because I think that's also what I'm aiming for. Not, I mean, I look at the past to understand the present, and I think that's what we have to do. We have to. I mean, not everyone has to do it, but I see it as my mission as an artist, or with my artworks, to kind of make things visible, and maybe also like highlight threads that are that are going through us and that are connecting us. I would say horizontally, but also vertically, in all directions. I think we are all connected in some way or the other, and that's what I would like to, that's what I like to highlight in my works. And storytelling, I think we all have a story. We all are the experts of our stories, and that's why I love sitting down with people and give them as much time and space as they need. Because usually that's not what happens. We are not often able to tell our stories. I think we should do that much more, to step into the other person's shoes, and to kind of, for a moment, and kind of try to understand who they are, why they are the way they are.
And I like what you said, is that we all have a story, and we just gotta not be afraid to tell it, and also learn from the other stories that are being told now, because kind of like the play that we got a chance to watch this weekend, is that we had never heard about her story, and so for Dr. Shelley O'Neill to, she said it took her 3 years to write it. She found she stumbled on the character, and so it is important.
It's important, but I guess there is a difference towards my work, because I work with people that are able to tell their stories. I'm really meeting them. And these are usually people that I'm mostly interested in, people that lead like ordinary lives. It's more like, not that you did something outrageously important for something, but more like, tell me about your regular life, because that's what I think makes the world, amongst other things. But this is the majority of the people, and that's what I'm interested in. Just the normal person. Who are you? What have you experienced? What made you the way you are? And what does that mean when I look at you from the outside? That's what I'm trying to do with my work.
Well, good. I'm excited. I'm excited for whenever you finish the project.
Me too.
I know it'll land here somewhere, probably, I'm sure, over in 100 West and all that, in the library and stuff like that. So anyway, so you're leaving on this weekend.
Yes.
You're excited to go back?
Yes, sure. I am.
And you're going back before the holidays and all that, which is a good thing. So I'm excited I got a chance to meet you, and just be an interview by you. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for
Thank
just
you, Barbara, for inviting me.
for us connecting and all that. And I'm sure it'll be a lasting friendship.
I hope so. It would be great.
So I always give my guests an opportunity to give a little shout out. So if you want to give a shout out to anybody you want to give a shout out to, because this is on YouTube and people can listen to all over. So why don't you give a shout out to somebody?
Maybe I stay local with shouting out to Kyle because he's really an amazing person, as you already said,
Yes,
and I really
hope I can get him on one day.
Yeah, you should.
I know.
I was just gonna say, I thought probably you had him already, but you didn't.
I gotta. He's so busy. I gotta get him on.
You have to hunt him down.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I will. I'm gonna lock him in.
And also, I would like to shout out to my fellow residents who are with me in the building here on Beaton Street, Sean Donovan and David Thorpe. They are also. Not also, but they are great, and I'm super happy that I had the chance to spend this time here with them, because it's not taken for granted with what kind of people you're living together for, like even if it's only a shorter amount of time, but it has to work somehow, and so it worked out quite well.
That's good. That's good. And so y'all probably I'm sure y'all formed a friendship and stuff like that. So
who knows? But even for this like short period of time, it was really really helpful, that we could have conversations and share our experiences. It was really great.
So Sonya, that wasn't that bad, was it?
It was.
She was kind of nervous, y'all. She was like, "What are you gonna ask me?" and all that. But I told her it's not that bad.
Well, because I'm usually asking the questions.
Yes. So everybody, let's y'all watch the podcast, y'all listen to the podcast, and just welcome Sonya, thank her, and send a little comment. You can put comments on the podcast and on YouTube and stuff like that, just to thank her for coming to small town Corsicana, coming to Texas and seeing what we're all about. And to all those that watch us on YouTube and all those that listen to us on the podcast apps, thank you. I always say thank you. Y'all have a safe week, a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Barbara.
This is a Legacy Recording Studio production.